and let's fire it up. A very, very special Real Heroes coming next.
I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same, and I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
So help me God.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Real Heroes is brought to you by Independent Bank online at independent-bank.com with 5 locations. We appreciate them more than we can say for their support of the Real Heroes in this segment each ESPN Austin College game day. Same can be said for Ashley Kamrath, who spearheads this and put together today's very special ceremony. Ashley, this is one of the best we've done, I think.
I agree. It's so exciting to take time every week because none of us would be here at Schultz's Beer Garden enjoying this beautiful weather in Austin, Texas, if we didn't have brave men and women that stood up and raised their hand and said, yes, I will go defend our freedom because I love the United States of America. So we are so excited today to have the United States Marine Corps in the house here at Schultz's Beer Garden. Some active duty that have been with us for many years and some that haven't been here so long, but some that are about to swear in and enlist and become a part of that incredible tradition of love of country, love of red, white, and blue. So honored today to be joined by Major Matthew Peterson. Sir, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Ashley. Glad to be here.
We want to quickly tell your story, and then, yes, we do have a very exciting surprise for this afternoon here at Schultz's Beer Garden. Major, tell us, first of all, a little bit about you.
I was raised in a military family, and that aside, I was still a little bit rough around the edges when I graduated from high school. So not knowing exactly what I was going to do, my dad congratulated me when I graduated from high school and said, not sure what your plan is, but you can't live with us, and we're not going to pay for college. And telling that story, it sounds a little bit rough, but it turned out to be a great piece of parenting because it led me to the door of the Marine Corps recruiting station. And that started an adventure that I thought was going to be 4 years, and Monday will be 19 years. This Monday, it'll be 19 years ago. 19
years in the United States Marine Corps. Major Matthew Peterson joins us here at Schultz's Beer Garden. You definitely don't look rough around the edges. I can say that for sure.
This uniform works miracles.
Yes, it does. Tell me why the Marine Corps?
It's always, I think every department within the Department of Defense has a proud tradition. And I see some of our sister services out here and want to acknowledge them. But for me, the Marine Corps is special because it's so small. The few and the proud is a cliche, largely overheard, but it's something that meant a lot to me, and I wanted to be a part of that, and still do.
And a huge part of it you have been. Tell me, you have deployed 4 times in the 12 years that we've been at war here now. You've deployed 4 times, 3 times to Iraq and once to Afghanistan. Tell me about those deployments.
Well, I think for people who haven't been there, it's difficult to understand, certainly within a few minutes. But really, to summarize, war is every human emotion, the good, the bad, everything in between. And I experienced that. And it's going to, I think, be debated for years and years, what we did there, what we should have done. But to me, my perspective is that I was proud to be a part of it. I got to see some great sides of humanity. And even compared to the ugliness that I saw over there, the good sides far outweighed it in terms of the heroism from the young men and women that are like the ones standing before us here, and from people working together from broad backgrounds towards a common goal, and I'm proud to have been a part of it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much again. We appreciate so much your service.
Thank you.
Major Peterson, let me ask you this. We talk football, and Bucky was a football coach. I have to think there's at some level the parallels between football and the military are certainly very different, but you bring in these young men and women who are going to swear in here and take the oath today. The pleasure of watching them develop like you did, rough around the edges, join the Marines, and now here we are 19 years later. These young people are about to take that same journey, which there has to be some excitement to that, to watch these young people grow and become Marines and become the people that they're destined to be.
Yes, sir. A lot of excitement, a lot of humility. There actually are a lot of comparisons between organized sports and what we do. Combat is the ultimate contact sport, you might say. Definitely a team sport. And the young men and women before us today are about to become professional athletes. So we take a lot of our leadership practices from professional sports. And I think a coach like Bucky would find himself right at home in the Marine Corps leadership organization.
There's no doubt about it. We're all very proud of all the young men and young women that are about to become a part of your team.
If you're just tuning in, you are listening to ESPN Austin 104.9 The Horn. We are here live at Schultz's Beer Garden. This is the Real Heroes segment, and Major Peterson joins us. Major, tell us what we're about to do.
Well, what we're about to do is, for these young men and women before us, approximately 30 of them, we're about to take the first step on what will become an epic adventure for them. Be it 4 years or 40 years, becoming a Marine is a life-changing experience. And it starts with raising your hand and taking an oath to serve something greater than yourselves. And for me, that was, again, almost 19 years ago. And for them, that's going to be today. And I'm humbled to be a part of it and proud to share it here with the good people of the Longhorn community.
We are so excited to have you here. These individuals standing in front of us, these young men and women, we've been at war for over a decade. They know what they're signing up for. We've had a lot of people in the history of our country sign up to serve in the United States military when we weren't at war, but we have been for a long time. So tell me about that.
Well, that's the humbling part. I joined when the country was at peace and stayed in, so I kind of had my eyes wide open going into that. But the event that shaped our nation and shaped our Department of Defense happened before a lot of these young people can remember. And they've grown up seeing images of that war and the casualties and the severely injured on TVs and movies and documentaries and newspapers. And yet, in spite of that, they still walk into our office and raise their hand and say, send me, I want to go and serve what my country needs me to do. And that's, for me, a privilege to see them do that. I'm honored to be a part of it.
Our Real Heroes. Well, our very special Saturday Real Heroes segment right here. Major, take it away.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. How about peace?
Ladies and gentlemen, the future of our United States Marine Corps right here in front of your very own eyes at Schultz's Beer Garden. So honored and so privileged to be a part of this. Thank you so much, Major Matthew Peterson, the United States Marine Corps, and all the young men and women that are here today. Thank you so much for your service. You guys are our real heroes today, the United States Marine Corps. Thank you.
Big hand, everybody.
Let's hear it. They've joined our team, Team America, United States of America. Thank you very, very much. Very special. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Major Peterson, for your service and for doing that for us today. A real thrill. Thank you to all of you. 30 plus have just raised their hand and will defend this country moving forward. Thank you very much.